Long ball through, intercepted by Lyon, back into the mix. Oh, and a hard one between captains. Grether and Rodriguez went in for one. Rodriguez is down. Looks like it could possibly be a head injury. Looks like she's okay, getting back to her knees and feet, taking a moment. We're going to see a lot of rough soccer in the middle of that mix there. Two strong players, both captains, Grether and Rodriguez. It's been very strong between the two of them since the beginning, and I'm sure we'll be watching that all throughout the match. Good to see that she's back on her feet and looking well. Good ball in. Grether picking it up. Shostak laying it back to her keeper, Lowen. Ball played through. Run on by Jade Mitchell. Out for a altitude corner kick. Altitude getting set for their corner. Ball coming in. Down the middle. Head on it. Can they finish? And keeper Santaga comes up. Clears that one away. Telling her team to move up the field. She was very strong, very confident back there last week for her match, for her team. Good long ball down by Titter to run onto. Altitude getting there first. Geelong. Rivers throw. Oh, Altitude in a little bit of trouble there. Picking it up. Oh, clearing it away. Number 4, Lauren Gray. Back to her keeper she goes. Out of trouble. Titter. Santaga. Over to Matheson. Into Grether. That's a strong matchup. I said that before. It's a strong matchup in that midfield between two captains. Linesman's flag went up for an offside. But yes, between Grether and Rodriguez, that's a very fun, interesting matchup to watch throughout this whole game. They've gone at it from the very start of this first game. Strong in there. They're very smart players. They move fast, very quick, read the game very well. Exciting football to watch there in the middle. Lowen with a long kick through. And here comes Altitude in the box, looking for the cross. Deflected out. Referee says it's a goal kick. We've seen Luli McFarland make a few runs there on the left-hand side. Very fast, getting those crosses into the box. Clark laying it through. Cleared away out of trouble, but back. Katie Sun playing it through. Hard battle in the middle there. Ref calls it, gives it to Altitude. Rivers, not too sure that was the call she wanted. Keeper Lowen will go and take this kick. Very even match so far in these opening minutes. Good passing, good movement. You see the players working together. They're making their plays, making their runs. It's been good. Good opening few minutes here. Here comes Tulloch with the ball. Down the wing. Looking to take on some players. Can she make it? She does. She's looking for the cross. Cross coming in. And out. Didn't make it all the way through. We have a goal kick. Avery Tulloch, she played with a youth soccer team in Coquitlam Metro Ford's BCSPL team for around 5 years before moving to UVF Cascades, where she received Rookie of the Year. Rodriguez picking it up, laying it through, and ball is called back. Altitude, coach is not too pleased about that one. They wanted the play to continue through. Referee called it. Seems to be holding the back by her ponytail up on her feet. Seems to be okay. This could be an interesting spot for a free kick with a little bit of a slant in the pitch. Have that drop there right underneath the bar. We'll see. We have Avery Tulloch standing over it. And here comes Rivers. A long shot. Does it drop? Oh, just over top of the crossbar. Good idea. I liked it. It's interesting with this sloped pitch. When you get opportunities like that, go for goal. Just would have liked it dropped a little bit or maybe in the corner. Santaga. Altitude picking it up. Clearing it away by Rivers. Shostak to Rodriguez. To Hughes Goyette. Back to Rodriguez. Great movement here by Altitude. Heavy touch. Gruther picks it up. Bounces over the few of Emily Clark. Gray picks it up, going for a run, lays it through. Cleared away by Titter. We have two Hughes Goyettes on Altitude, Aurora and Ali. Ali, number 27, Aurora, number 11. Foul there against Rivers. Referee's going in to say a few words.
After this free kick. I'm just troubleshooting right now. It says they're at 5% for some reason.
Another interesting spot for a kick. A little bit more farther out. See if we'll have someone run onto it, try to get ahead on the ball. Ball coming in over the top. And it looked like it was Billy Shostak who got a head on it. Not enough, though. Easy for Cara Santaga to gobble that one up. Megan Sun coming down the wing with some speed. And a good battle there. Referee's calling it. Rivers free kick. That's Megan Lyon, looking like she's going to be taking it. Ball over the top, coming through. Hit away by Gray. Good pressure by Altitude. Here's Emily Clark getting a touch. Hard in. And it's out. And we have another update from down on the pitch. Liam, what do you have for us?
Izzy Lufo, one of the best goal scorers here for the Rivers, is currently starting this game on the bench. So wonder if that has anything to do with a little bit of back and forth game here so far, obviously. See if she'll come off later in the second half and come into this game and maybe make an impact. But so far, Izzy Lufo, one of the better players on this Riverside team, or on this Rivers team, on the bench.
Thanks, Liam. Yes, Essie Lufo, she has 2 goals of the season with Rivers. She is also from Albania and is on the Albanian international women's team, suiting up for the women's national team a few times. So it'll be interesting to see when Coach Kieran puts her in. Altitude into touch. Shostak taking the throw. Down the line, over the top, flicked on by Jade Mitchell. Ran on by Hughes Goyette. Cross it comes in. Through the box. No Altitude there to tuck it away. Felluck out for a Altitude corner kick. Good hustle there. Altitude's been very strong on their attack. We've seen them attack from both the left and the wing. Left wing and right wing. Good hustle by Rivers. Altitude with it. She goes for a shot. And just out wide. You can see Titter making her way away from the crosses like that, probably due to the broken nose situation. Having it be healed. Don't want to take a ball right to the face. Ball through. Here comes Altitude FC. 2-on-1. She shoots. Oh, just past the right post. Good opportunity for Altitude there to tuck one in. Titter over the top. Lauren Gray has some space to run on, laying it back to her keeper. Lowen kicking it away. Out of trouble. Into touch for a Rivers throw. Number 10, McFarland, she's been very dynamic there on the left. Ball's going to her now. She's running on. Has some space. Oh, good defense taken down with the ref let it play, and she does. She's calling a corner kick. Rivers defense have their hands full with Luli McFarland on the left hand of the pitch there, but they're doing well. Doing well to limit her opportunities, but she's very speedy. Very good at her crosses and putting them away. Cross coming in. Into the box. A little bounce. Rivers looking to clear it. Emily Clark. Shot. In. Oh, and a goal! Goal for Altitude. Number 5. Defender. Holly Tarves. Puts that one in the back of the net. I don't know if we were expecting that one. If it was a shot, it was a cross, but nonetheless, it's a goal. You could feel something coming for Altitude. They've been on the attack, and here it comes. Ball gets laid back. One times it. Bottom left corner. Beautiful goal. Altitude up 1. Grether laying it back to Titter. Titter over the top to Megan Sun. Takes that down nicely. Strong player. Cross goes through, trying to feed in her forwards. A little too far out to touch. Easy for Lowen to grab and pick up. Lowen taking her time. Here comes Altitude again, laying it through. Intercepted by Titter, clearing that one away nicely. Shostak for Altitude. Strong game so far, very confident. The goal scorer, number 5, Holly Tarves, laying it through. Little touch on. Mitchell lays it back to Shostak. Back to her keeper, Lowen. Shostak. Altitude's been doing very well, being calm, cool, and collected on their D-line. Rivers giving them no real good options to get out, though, but they did. Here comes McFarland. Gray. Middle to Rodriguez. Long ball over the top for Altitude to run onto, and it looks like it goes out for a Rivers throw. Good hustle. Here comes McFarland bursting through the middle, looking for that cross or a shot. Titter intercepted, and a shot over the top. Lots of space. Well done by Brooklyn Titter to take that shot away from McFarland because she was looking for that top corner. Big pressure there from Jade Mitchell. She's been running around the top of the field the whole game so far, putting pressure on the defense, and showed off there, receiving a throw-in for her team. Shostak. Black intercepted. Here comes Gruther. She's got some space. Nice long ball down to Emily Clark. Here's an opportunity for Altitude in the cross. Oh, and a bobble. Referee's letting it play. Not a bad opportunity for Rivers there. I liked what I seen. I think a little bit more oomph she would have wanted on that cross, but excellent opportunity for Rivers. Emily Clark, that's what we saw in last week's match. Very strong, fast out there, knows how to put it in the back of the net, works well with her other forwards and midfielders. Great to see her have that opportunity there, bringing it down the line. Rodriguez. Hard tackle in with Emily Clark. Cleared away by Gray. Referee's letting it play. Gruther. Megan Sun. Physical game today here. Mitchell. To Dulong. Taking her space. Cross a little bit far, but can she run onto it and keep it in? She does. That's Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Coming in with the cross. Blocked away. Cleared out by Rivers. And here comes Megan Sun down the line with her speed. Can Rivers counterattack here? All through. Intercepted by Gray. Altitude did well with getting their midfielders back on that, backtracking. Had all their numbers, able to take that one through, but it was a good try by Megan Sun and her team. Here comes Altitude, a little touch down the middle. Mitchell looking for that cross to McFarland. Shots! And it's bouncing through. Cleared out by Lyon. And here comes Rivers. Gruther laying it through. Oh, just out of the way of Sun. Holly Tarves with Lowen. Katie Chun getting there first. Here's Grether. The matchup we like to see, and Rodriguez coming away with it. Grether a little disappointed, but she's doing quite well today in today's match. Ball over the top. And here come Altitude. Altitude very quick on their counterattacks. They're leaving quite a few players up, so it's easy for them to move the ball up with pace, get those opportunities. River doing well right now to win it back, laying it back to Santaga, clearing it out of way. And here we go for Rithers. Grether laying it through, looking for Emily Clark, just a little bit out right to the keeper. I like the idea. Look for Emily Clark. She's a nice, tall platform to have there. Looking to send her through. She knows how to put it in the back of the net. We saw it last weekend. But Lowen, she is very confident back there in net. She reads the game well. So on those overthrough balls, it's got to be in the right spot so Lowen doesn't come out to get it. And here comes Altitude. Mitchell with the ball, laying it over the top. Hughes Goylet with a right-footed cross. Oh, and Santaga picking it up. McFarland was there to get it if she didn't, but well done by Santaga to pick it up. Keeping the score how it is. Drop kick, Rodriguez getting to it there. Speaking with head coach Fally Bass for Altitude, they do have their second captain injured, Sophie Burgoyne. She tore her ACL earlier, and she's done for the season, which is a big loss here for Altitude, but they're doing well so far in this match. Substitution for Rivers. Annika Black coming out for a little break. We have Taylor Miller coming in. Emily Clark with the ball. Well done by Emily Clark to get through two players. Win that ball back. Grether. Back for Titter. Good ball down the middle. Headed away. Grether there to pick up. Referee says no, letting them play. Altitude calling for a foul. Referees let them play this game so far. Ball over the top. Can Rivers run onto it? Cleared away, out of trouble by Elena Dulong. The League One BC featured match here on TELUS Optic TV is presented by Hall Group of Companies. Together we support League One BC, its players, coaches, referees, and communities. Throw in, cleared away again. That was by Avery Tulloch heading it out. Here comes Rivers, taking down the box. Referee's calling it, or it's just outside of the box, pardon me. Free kick for Altitude, just outside the box on the right-hand side. This is a nice, juicy area. Can they get ahead on the end of it? We saw them come back last week when they were down a few goals to Natsamont. They came back, scored 3 goals. Ball's over the top coming in, and no problem for Lowen. Taking that one, no mistakes. On that one, I saw Emily Clark kind of run to the right with her height. I'd like to see her in the middle trying to get ahead on it. Here come Altitude. Cleared away, out of trouble by Rivers. Billy Shostak wants that throw quick. Down the line she goes for Mitchell. Cleared away. Another throw for her. And it's out for a keeper kick. A little touch by Lyon. Shostak over the top for a run on for Mitchell. Rivers Matheson gets there first, plays it out. We heard from our sideline reporter a few minutes ago, Liam Higgs, that Rivers doesn't have Essie Lufo out right now. We'll see if that makes a change in the second half, see if we see her come out. She scored 2 goals for Rivers so far this year. Emily Clark laying it off. Here comes Rivers, a good opportunity. Ball through to Grether. Trips over the ball, unfortunate. Again, another good battle in between. Referee gives the call for Rodriguez. Altitude, free kick. Ainsley Grether holding her knee, slowly walking back to her position. Hopefully she didn't get too much of a knock there. It's been definitely a great battle in the middle watching Grether and Rodriguez play. Cleared away by Tittle. Back to Lowen, out of trouble. Tarves, goal scorer of this first half, lays it through. Nice touch off to Shishtak. Over the top. Titter breaking it through. Here she comes down the middle. Matheson has some space. Ball through. Ball over the top, cleared away. Lyon picking up the ball. Back to Chun. Taking her space. Good opportunity for Rivers there. Lowen's taking her time. Drop kick. Grether getting ahead on it. Back. Here comes Emily Clark putting on pressure. Well done by Clark to keep it in. Down to the middle to Grether. Here's a chance for Rivers. Oh, and she tries to look through for Miller to run onto it. Intercepted. Here comes Altitude. Hughes Goyette with some fancy moves bursting down the middle of the pitch. Looking out wide. Avery Tulloch picks up the ball, lays it down to McFarlane. Cross coming in. Cleared away, out of trouble by Rivers. Grether over the top of her head. Altitude picks it up. Oh, and here comes Rivers putting some speed on. Shostak Down the middle, right to Titter, heading that one away. Rivers picking it up. Ball through to Clark. Takes a good bounce. Here comes Rivers. Good run. Here comes Rivers. Blasting through the cross. Intercepted by Altitude, clearing it away. Avery Tulloch taking her space for McFarland. Laying it down the line. Here comes Jade Mitchell. Cross to the middle. Takes a bounce. Back to Rodriguez, looking for a shot, taking that corner, and it's wide. I like that shot from her, though. That left top corner was wide open. I think that's what she saw and was going for. Just didn't connect as much as she would have wanted. And here comes Rivers down. Long ball by Titter for Emily Clark to run onto. Lowen out of her box, clears it away, out of trouble. And that is half time here at Kinsmen Field in North Vancouver. Good first half by both teams. 1-0 for Altitude, scoring that number 5 for Altitude, Holly Tarves. A nice good kick she did on a corner kick. Ball came out, one-touch shot, but a good first half. I think Altitude had a little bit more of the pressure. They looked very dynamic up there, up the top when they were attacking. You would feel like they wanted to put one in the back of the net. Rivers, on the other hand, they did too. They had some great opportunities coming down the wing. Emily Clark used her speed and size. It will be interesting to see if we see Essie Lufo come in the second half here and make her mark for Rivers. And now let's send it over to Liam Higgs with one of the players.
Hi, I'm here with Holly Tarves, the goal scorer today for Altitude FC. So what are some of the things you guys did? Obviously last time they opened up the scoring against you guys. What are some of the things you guys did in this first half to be able to take that lead?
I mean, I think all week we've been practicing, like, keeping the ball, switching it, moving it side to side, and it's really rewarding to see it happen in this game, and I think it showed in the first half.
Awesome. So, again, what do you want to see going into the second half that your team can build on to make sure you guys hold this lead?
I think just same thing, keeping the ball, moving it around, making them tired, and we should get the result that we want. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Holly.
Thank you.
League One BC was built to provide opportunity for everyone involved with the game in our province. The Hall Group proudly supports its own workforce while offering training and opportunity for new recruits to its multiple divisions. A partnership that provides people with the tools they need, both on the field of play and in the field. Hall, together we rise as one.
You know, Canada's always had participation on the women's side, participation on the men's side, but at some point you have to turn that into a pathway.
The amount of times I get emails or phone calls from young soccer players asking, how do I make it? How do I do this? There's so many different pathways that players can take. 90% of those pathways are to leave our country, and that's what we have to change.
Canada soccer is a very interesting setup. When you think of top soccer countries, you're not usually thinking of Canada.
Everybody looked at it and said, we need a league.
League One BC is a critical new level of play that supports soccer's infrastructure in the province. The Hall Group was built on infrastructure projects in British Columbia. This premier partnership between two built-in BC groups promotes the highest standards for people and their growth, while building communities in our province both on the field and in the field. Hall, together we rise as one.
Like thousands of kids across the province, Michael Henman spent his youth on the soccer pitch, falling in love with the beautiful game.
I first met him probably when he was, 10, 11, 12, something like that. And he was, your average kid that age, just loved the game. And, you couldn't take a ball off his feet and had a smile on his face all the time.
It's kind of all I know. Most of my life is prioritized around soccer. So it's something I enjoy doing, and why not try to have a career around something like that?
But by the time he reached high school in the Victoria Highlanders U21 program, an emerging battle with anxiety began to impact his game.
For a while, I was pretty scared to play soccer, which is weird, having it be something that if I have a lot of schoolwork or girl issues, I use soccer to kind of get away from that, and it's just it turned into something I was scared of. So my life kind of turned upside down for a bit.
He was injured from training or injured from games. It didn't sort of make sense. It was like he was never sort of healthy all the time. And then one day he came up and just sort of opened up, came to me and said what he was feeling. And it was, he admitted that he had some real anxiety problems around playing the game.
So I had to step away from soccer for around 2 or 3 years. So I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't really leaving the house. I wasn't going to school. Steve was a huge part in that. I stayed in contact with Steve throughout that whole period. I would always text him and say, hey, one day I'm going to come up to UNBC, and then, and he stayed in contact with me, and eventually I got the courage, and I, working with therapists and my family, and I finally was able to go up there and play soccer there.
A return to the game that reached new levels last season when Henman paced the country with 19 goals, earning top conference honors.
The native of Victoria notches #1 on the season as his teammates celebrate.
You've been chosen
as this year's Canada West Male Soccer Player of the Year. Congratulations, buddy!
It definitely wasn't a switch that was like, oh, I'm fine now, because I believe to this day, like it's the type of thing that doesn't leave you, right? He manages very well, and what I'm really proud of him is he asked for help, and he's not ashamed of who he is, and the people around him have embraced who he is, and that's really allowed him to sort of rise back to where we knew his true potential late in sport.
Obviously, it's fun scoring goals and being able to do my job, which is scoring goals. But at the end of the day, I was really happy with my team, and I was more happy with with my coach Steve getting named U Sports Coach of the Year, which was pretty cool.
And while his mental health journey is far from over, Henman says he finally feels back at home in League One with Highlanders FC.
I've just kind of been trying to keep going up and up, and obviously days are tough sometimes, and it's hard to get out of bed sometimes, but it's all worth it at the end, because these guys are pretty great. We've got a pretty great group of guys.
Really proud of him, for sure, and I think more so really proud not just of his teammates, but he's told me of the stories of people on opposing teams that have reached out to him and spoken to him, and I think it's opening sort of some doors to discuss some serious topics in sport, and I think that's very important. But his true potential as a person's coming out full force now with how he's an advocate for mental health.
It was a long journey, but it's something that I will cherish, because it's made me who I am.
Okay, everybody, let's have a great show.
Jesse's gonna throw, look out, Karen Bassad, got it.
There from full pickup, who will pass it there to Jesse King, who scores again!
At West Shore Motorsports Park.
In the box for Parmar, and she's done it. The opening goal.
Welcome back to the beautiful Kinsmen Field here in North Vancouver. Very fun, exciting first half we witnessed. Rivers and Altitude FC. Altitude, Holly Tarves getting the first goal to open up the scoring here in this match. 1-0 for Altitude going into the second half. Rivers did well, though. They had some great opportunities, tried to put some away. Emily Clark very fast up front. We'll see how things turn out here in the second half. At Kinsmen Field, you're watching League One BC's featured match. I'm Katie Hamilton, your match commentator for today. It's a beautiful day here in the North Shore area. Little overcast, but not too cold, not too hot. Grass seems to be pretty good. It's got a little bit of a slope, but we haven't seen too much of it altering the players' play. So get ready for the second half of this match. And here we go. Rodriguez starting off with the ball. She had a dynamite first half. Very strong there in the middle. It was great watching her play against Rivers' captain, Ainsley Grether. They had both very strong first halves. Tough battles, quick play, read the game well. Big leaders for both their squads here today. Rivers clearing it up to Mitchell. And here comes Rivers. Mitchell laying it through to McFarlane. Hustling hard to keep this one in, and it looks like it'll stick here on the grass. McFarlane, one-on-one. Lays it back. Cross coming in. Cleared away by Rivers. Flicked on by Grether. Emily Clark picks it up. Here comes Rivers for Megan Sun. Down the line, picked up by Altitude. McFarlane had a very fast first half, blasting down the left wing. We'll see if she does that here today in the second. I think she will. Lowen, keeper with the ball. Altitude just moving it around their backside. Here comes Gray. Gray laying it through the middle, picked up by Rivers. Here come the, and a shot. Oh, sliced it a bit out to the right. Goal kick. Not a bad opportunity. She had some time there, Megan Sun. We have Megan Sun and Katie Chun playing in the middle, 14 and 24. Both had a great first half. Both had excellent games last week up in Kamloops. Very strong players. McFarlane to Tulloch. Just out, unable to keep it in, was Elena Dulong. Good battle. Here comes McFarlane laying it through. Here comes Altitude FC. In the box. Laying it through McFarlane. And clearing it out of trouble was Megan Sun. Oh, well done. Good move to blow pass for Jade Mitchell. Here she comes in the box. A shot. Blocked. Rivers trying to clear it out. Altitude keeps coming. Here's Avery Tulloch. Looking for the cross. And blocked by Brooklyn Titter sliding. Good defense goes out for a corner kick. Great to see Titter back in the lineup today. That was a big loss for Rivers last week when Titter went out early with a broken nose. Good to see her back in now. And McFarlane with a cross. Far post. No one there. Out it goes for a goal kick. Luli McFarlane, she's had a very good game so far today, and she just came back from Europe She's committed with the University of Memphis for their 2023-24 season. Ball through by Rodriguez. McFarland keeping it in, laying it back to Tulloch. Here comes Dulong taking her space to Rodriguez. Hughes Goyette laying it back. Fullbacks jumping into play. She takes a shot right to the hands of Cara Santaga. Emily Clark getting to that one first. Megan Cole laying it into McLeod. Back to Chun. Here comes Katie Chun. Out wide. Cross coming in. And referees calling offside on that far side there. And we're going to send it down to Liam Higgs, who has an update. Liam, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Katie. I just overheard Fowley just trying to really force it into these girls that they want to play down the wing. They want to be aggressive down this wing and play a lot through Luli McFarland. So I'm expecting her to have a big half here coming up. Expect big things from Luli McFarland.
Thanks, Liam. Yes, we've seen Luli McFarland very speedy up here on the left wing. She's been playing. We saw her in the first. She likes to drive down past the wing, cut into the box, and cross it over to her fellow forwards. So it'll be a good matchup. She's going against Molly McLeod, number 3 for Rivers, here playing right fullback, who's also had a very strong game, doing well at defending her, not giving her much space and opportunity to make those plays. But we'll continue to watch that going forward. Rivers clearing it away. Good move by Cole. Down to Clark, and here comes Clark, another speedy forward we've seen. Blasting down the side. Looks for the cross, bounces it off Dulong, and it's a Rivers corner kick. And we have a substitution coming here for Rivers FC. Coming out, Megan Cole. Fantastic game so far for Megan Cole. Surprised to see her coming out. Maybe give her a little break. She's done very well. Coming in, number 10, Essie Lufo. This is who we have been waiting to see. Lufo, 2 goals through the season. She's played on some of the biggest stages of the world's soccer against some of the best teams and players, playing in UEFA Women's Champions League. We'll see how Effie does today here. Cross coming in. Oh, almost there. Emily Clark trying to get ahead on it. Cleared away. Rivers picks it up. Katie Chun leaves it off. Cross back into the middle. Cleared out. Little bouncing play here. Back to Lyon. Down for Clark. Good chance for Rivers. Cross comes in. Blocked altitude trying to clear it. And here's a shot. Blocked again by Rodriguez. Good chances for Rivers. Unable to put in the back of the net, but I like what I see. And here comes Tulloch blasting down the side against Chun. Says not today. Taps it out. For an altitude throw. Dulong on the side. Has had a strong match so far. Throws it through. Jade Mitchell tries to play that one through. Brooklyn Titter clears it out of trouble down the line. For Lufo to run onto. Cleared out away by Gray. Essie Lufo very fast up front. I think that, looking at it, I think it was a good change for Rivers' head coach for today. Stepping in as head coach. Usually he's the assistant coach. We have Kieran McMahon. But head coach today makes a decision. Puts in Essie Lufo. Gets some speed up front. Give Emily Clark a hand. Long ball over the top by Gray. We have McLeod for Rivers. Clears it out as she had a fast, speedy Clara Slate-Liu running on. Cleared up by McLeod. Altitude throw. Another throw for Altitude. Rivers just keeps tapping it away. And another for Altitude. Oh, and a quick turn. Here comes Altitude, cleared away by Rivers. Lufo flicks it on. Lauren Gray working with her center back pair, Holly Tarves, who scored the first goal in this opening half. Rivers doing well at not giving many options for Altitude to get it out of their ends, but Altitude seems content with just moving it around until they do see a seam to lay it through up front. We saw that in the first half too. Altitude was in no rush of trying to push it up, make mistakes. They kept swinging it around the back, use their keeper like they are right now. Rivers doing well, like I said, and not giving them those opportunities, keeping nice and close, and ultimately forcing a throw in now for Rivers. Molly McLeod with the throw. To Clark. Clark trying to flick it over. Unfortunately goes out. Altitude into touch. Good battle in there by Titter. Looks like we have a substitution coming on for Altitude. Number 9, Allie Hughes-Goyette joining us on that sub by Altitude, as well as 22, Charlotte Ring. Altitude, corner kick here. Ball's coming in, far post. Cleared away by Lufo. Well done by Altitude to keep it in, but Rivers says, oh, and it's out. Let's see what the referee says. She says it is a goal kick. Good hustle by both Lufo and Altitude's Billy Shostak. Matheson laid in for Lufo. Little flick on. Here comes Rivers. Tulloch looks like she'll be taking the kick. Ball's coming over the top. Good ball through. And a header. And a goal! Altitude off the kick. Number 22, Charlotte Ring, putting it in the back of the net. Lovely goal by Altitude to now make it 2-0 here in the second half at Kinsmen Field. Great ball in by Avery Tulloch. Ring looks to be unmarked when she went in there. We're seeing the replay now. Ball comes in on her own. Well done for the player who just joined us here. As a substitution, Charlotte Ring, 2-0 for Altitude FC. Grether, sliding tackle. Here comes Altitude. Out wide to Rodriguez. With a cross through, and not far enough there for McFarland, looking to run onto it. Santaga picks it up nice and easy, plays it quick. Matheson taking the ball up. Lufo bobbles it a bit. Altitude able to pick it up, laying it back to their defenders. Tarves taking her time. Gray. Dulong. Oh, a little heavy touch. Here comes Altitude, and Tarves did well at keeping that one nice and close, playing it in to Ring. Charlotte Ring goes for a long one. Bobbles in, hops in. Santaga let it go. Goal kick. Rivers aren't out of this one. They are going uphill right now, just a little bit, both by the score and by the slope of the pitch. But we've seen them come back before. We've seen them last week come back, score 3 beautiful goals. Rodriguez for Altitude. Strong match for her so far today. Lays it in the middle. Hughes Goyette. And here comes Rivers. Megan Sun. Line playing it through to Emily Clark. Intercepted and Altitude picking it up. McFarland, lots of space on her side. Lots of space coming into the box. Looking for options. Sitter doing well. Lays it off to Ring and the wide open shot! Right to the keeper, Santaga. Excellent save, keeping the score how it is. I'm not sure how Ring was left wide open there in the top of the box. Ball sent over the top. And here comes Emily Clark picking it up. Can Rivers make an opportunity on Rodriguez? Well done by Rodriguez to break that one up. Emily Clark's not giving up, though. Doing well, trying to get the ball back. Referee lets play go on. And here comes Rodriguez again. Crossing it in the middle. Light touch to Hughes Goyette. Corner kick for Altitude. And we have 2 Hughes Goyettes out there right now. We have Allie, number 9, and Aurora, 11. Avery Tulloch looks to be going to take the corner kick. Altitude has done very well so far this match. They've played the ball well. They've made smart decisions, gone in strong on those 50-50 balls. You can tell that they work really well with each other, making those plays, knowing where each other is, working it through the midfield. Cross comes in. Headed away by Lufo. Kicked out of trouble. Back for Altitude. McFarland picks it up, crosses it in. Little touch by Altitude. Santaga picks it up. Rivers has done well at blocking opportunities, stopping them. Their hard work has been excellent this match. But on those ones, when you're clearing it, when there's so much pressure, you really got to make sure that you're clearing it out of harm's way. We saw right there that the clear went right to Altitude. And here comes Altitude again. Tulloch laying it through to a run on Dulong. Emily Clark running hard back to defend that one. Did a great job getting a goal kick for her team. Substitution here coming in for Rivers. We see Captain Ainsley Grether coming off for a sub. She's worked very hard in there. It's a hard middle of the pitch with Rodriguez playing against her, but she's had a strong game. So we see Captain Ainsley Grether hands over the arms band to 21, Emily Clark. And in for Grether, we have number 17, Jessie Large. Oh, and referee's not calling that one on Titter. Here comes, and a shot off the crossbar. Altitude picks up. They come again. Hughes Goyette blocked, cleared out away by Lyon. Cross coming in, a low cross cleared by Matheson. And the replay here. Great shot right off the crossbar. Had the goalie beat. Good opportunity for Altitude. Lufo picking it up. Trying to lay it back. Oh, good try, good step by McLeod, but McFarland made a good turn. Lufo chasing her hard. Here comes McFarland, sliding tackle by Lufo. Comes all the way back, kicks it out. Rivers throw, Altitude throw. Well done by Lufo to hustle back there to help out her team. McFarland had quite a bit of space. Ring, shot. Altitude seems very on point today. They're first in the ball, crisp, clean passes, and I think that's what we really got to see from Rivers is making sure when you're passing those balls through, it's passing to who you're wanting, like we just saw right there. Easy for Altitude to pick those ones up. They got to be crisp. They got to be clean for Rivers if they want to start moving up the field. Santaga taking her time. And let's throw it to Liam Higgs. Liam, what do you have?
Thanks, Katie. So I just saw Ainsley Grether come off the pitch and go immediately into the dressing room tended by the training staff there. It looks like they're going to look after that knee as she went off into the pitch. And I'll give you an update to see if she comes back out.
Great, thanks, Liam. We did see Ainsley earlier in the second half here. She went in for either a tackle and took a little bit to get back up, a little bit of a limp, so she's gone off her sub. Hopefully it's nothing too much, and we'll see her back here soon. Rivers having a sub here right now. Cameron Lyon coming out. And number 5, Grace Barrett's coming in. Strong game by Lyon so far today. She's had a lot of work to do back there on the defense, but she's been very strong coming off. She looks like she has a little bit of a limp on the right leg. Let's see how Barrett does joining the Rivers D-line. Altitude corner kick. Ball's coming in. Nice cross to the middle. Bounce away, clear out away by Matheson. Well done by Rivers to get there and get a nice touch. Shostak taking it up, crossing the ball through. Trickles all the way into Santaga, taking her time. First touch by Barrett. Here comes Rivers. Clark sending it through to Larch. Tried to send one more. Here we go. Here comes McLeod down the right. Cross over the top to Lufo. Headed away by Altitude and a shot. Kind of trickles to the side. Dulong for Altitude picks it up. Jesse Large chasing. Well done by McLeod to keep the ball in. Sun. Chun. Crossing over to Barrett. Barrett taking space. Deflected right to Altitude's feet. And here comes Altitude. Tolok keeping it in. Long ball down the line. Santaga coming out, clearing it out away. That was a good opportunity, good run we saw from Rivers. I liked what we saw. Jessie Large being a big component coming in on that sub there. She had a great game last week. We saw her and Emily Clark working very well together up in the front. Right now they have Lufo as the top striker for Rivers. Emily Clark dropping back more into a midfield spot, attacking number 10. Titter. McLeod. Well done by Rivers. Here comes Chun. Or sorry, here comes Sun. Apologies. Ball laid down through. Here come Rivers. Number 7, Taylor Miller, making a run. Cross through to Lufo. Cleared away by Shostak. Matheson. And we have a foot race. Who gets there? It's a good battle. DeLong. Jesse Large putting on pressure. Here we see Altitude DeLong making a run. Cuts through in the box. Lays it back to Ring all by herself. A shot. Blocked by Titter. Cleared away by Matheson. Unreal defense. Prime opportunity for Ring to put it in the back of the net by a sprawling Titter. Blocks it. Altitude picks up the ball. McFarland. Dulong. Dulong after a great run, great opportunity, sprinted into the box, laid it back. Gray. Holly Tarv scored the first opening goal of the match. Shostak. We saw this before. Altitude. No hurry in trying to push it up the field. They'll move it around their defense. Lowen. Excellent ball down to McFarland. Through the middle. Rivers defense do well as a tag team to keep that one out. Here comes Emily Clark bursting through, and Emily down the wing. Sliding Emily tries to cross it. Rodriguez picks it up for Altitude. Tarves. Dulong. Lots of space down the line. To McFarland. Oh, and the ball does come out. Rivers throw. We have a sub coming in for Altitude. Sub coming in. We have McFarland coming off. She's had a very strong match so far. Number 7, Tanis McKay coming in. And we're going to send it down to Liam for an update. Liam, what do you have?
Thanks, Katie. Just some more injury updates. So we've yet to see Grether come out from the locker room still. Number 25, Cameron Lyon, was able to come out of the locker room, but she's still being tended to on the sideline here as her knee seems to be bugging her.
Great, thank you, Liam. Two very strong players for Rivers here today. Hopefully they'll be able to get some first aid and get back on the pitch. Gruther very strong in that center midfield position. Captain of the TRU women's soccer team. Leads this team very well. And here comes Altitude. Hughes Goyette. A little slip. Play goes on. Referee doesn't say much. Here comes Hughes Goyette. Blasting through. Cross comes in. Oh, and just passed. And we have Santaga. Got a hit in that cross. Seems to be back on her feet. Strong player, Santaga is. Some incredible saves so far today. Cross comes in. Looks like she was made contact by one of the Altitudes forward. Looked like Ali Hughes Goyette. Maybe got a leg on leg there. But she is back. Santaga back up on her feet. Ready to go. And here comes Rivers. Down the line. Emily Clark. Oh, tried to go out wide, but just got intercepted there. Reverse throw, McLeod. Back to Matheson. For Barrett. Well done by Barrett to get through to Sun. Rodriguez takes it up, tries to play it through. McLeod stepping in. Play continues. Here comes Altitude. Ref lets it go. Tulloch out wide. Here comes McKay in for McFarlane. Tanis McKay looks for a cross. Looks for a shot. Ball stays in. Looks like it's going for a goal kick for Riverside. Clark getting to that first. Asking for help. She's calling for her teammates. Where to go? Plays down the line. Headed off by Dulong. Rivers' throw continues. Emily Clark, number 21. She's had a very good game so far today. She started up front as a top striker. Moved back for Gruther. A little bit more of an attacking midfield, number 10 kind of player. She's someone that's very fun to watch. She doesn't give up. She always keeps going until she wins that ball back. Ali Hughes Goyette's coming back and retrieving that ball. Megan Sun cleared away. Katie Chun. Rivers lays that one down. Out to touch for an Altitude throw. Here comes Altitude. McKay. Out wide for Avery Tulloch. Avery was awarded Women's Player of the Year, and she appeared 5 times in the 2022 League One BC Team of the Week. Taking the corner kick, Avery, Tollock. Ring. Box in. Cross cleared away by Lufo. And a shot. Bobbling through. Cleared away again. Top of the box. And a goal. Is it onside? Referee says yes. Goal for Altitude. Their third of this game. 3-0 Altitude FC. Interesting goal, bobbling around a bit. But Hughes Goyette was able to put that one in the back of the net, giving her team a big lead, 3-0 here in the second half. Great touch, though. It's something that you want to teach players young is always do the net. Turn and shoot, right? You don't know where it's going. The goalie might not know where it's going. It could take a good bounce, and that's what we saw there with Ali's shot. Turn and shoot. And here comes Lufo the other way. Shot blocked. Lufo again. Shot. Another block. Good opportunity for Lufo. And another one. Good chance by Rivers to come back. Katie Chun on that last one went a little bit higher than she probably would have liked it. But good opportunity for the Rivers. Altitude over the top to McKay. Ball will go to Rivers' throw. McLeod getting the last touch of that, clearing it out. Dulong with a throw. Tollock. McLeod doing well at getting that one out, but it's a corner kick again. Cross coming in, back in the box. Try to get ahead on it. Off of Aurora Hughes Goyette for a goal kick. Santaga out wide. Barrett trying to win that one. Bounce to Rodriguez on Altitude. Rodriguez very shifty, strong out there. Eva Rodriguez won the Women Provincial Championship this year with Surrey United. Dulong to McKay. Here comes McKay in for McFarlane. She's looked good so far since that sub. Tollock getting her own rebound there. McLeod coming in nice and strong, earning a goal kick. McLeod's had a very strong game back there. She's had a lot to work with McFarlane, Tollock, McKay, but she's done very well. Played a strong game, fast, goes it tough into tackles. We have a sub here coming in for Rivers FC. It looks like Brooklyn Titter will be taking a break, coming off. In for Brooklyn Titter, number 15, Lorena Morano. Good to see Titter back in the match after last week's game. She's played strong back there. Rodriguez. Oh, tough in by Rivers, clearing it away, his son. And here come Rivers. Lufo playing it through, blocked. Referee's going to call it, and she does. Free kick for Rivers. Lufo seems to be okay, getting back to her feet. Yellow card came out. Here's a good opportunity for Rivers to try to get some shots on, some goals in the back of the net. They've done well. They have good forwards up there with Jessie Large, very fast. We've seen that. She's a very fast player, dynamic, never gives up. So Jessie's up there. Same with Lufo. I'd like to see Lufo have a little bit more opportunities. Ball comes in, a little short one. Rodriguez, easy for her to pick up, and now here comes Altitude. Rodriguez taking her space around Moreno. Lays out wide to McKay. McKay down the wing, cutting in. 1v1 with McLeod. Nice little touches. Cleared away by Barrett. Rodriguez with a shot. Oh, top far right post. Just about. Good counter by Altitude FC. We have some substitutions coming in for Altitude. We have Lauren Gray coming out. Number 2, Sophie Pather coming in for her replacement. Also coming out is Avery Tulloch. Had a fantastic game so far. Selena Ali will be taking her position. Taking her time, walking off the pitch there. We have Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Very fast and speedy out there on the right all match today. Coming in for her, number 20, Raina Smith. Big line change for Altitude's head coach, Fally Bass there. Being up 3-0, getting some players some extra time. Gray, Tulloch, both had fantastic games today, as well as Hughes-Goyette. Here comes Allie Hughes-Goyette, blasting through in the box, lays it over to McKay. Oh! A little bit of a match up there. Players going down, ball went over the top. Allie Hughes-Goyette has definitely been a game changer since coming in as a second half sub. She scored a goal so far. Brings her height and speed. She's very good at dribbling into the box, trying to get those opportunities in a very unselfish play there, laying it off to McKay to tap it in. She definitely could have taken the shot, but very unselfish play, laying it over for McKay to try to tap it in. Lowen. Long ball, looks like it's over the top. Rivers into touch. Can this be a time for Rivers to keep it in Altitude's end, move the ball around, get a few chances? Lufo. Running into a brick wall back there. And a shot! Oh, good opportunity, easy save for Lowen. Gobbling that one up. Altitude's defense has played very well back there. Very strong. First to the ball. But Rivers, good opportunities. I'd like to see more. With about 2 minutes plus added time, we'll see how much the refs indicate. Rivers haven't given up, though. They've kept fighting. They've kept going. Lufo. To Chun. Dribbling through, well done, good movement by Chun. Laying it down the line. Here comes Rivers FC. Referee flag is up. And it is offside. Referee just noticing her linesman now. The offside flag was up. Good run, though, by Rivers. That's the thing with Rivers, is when they get those opportunities and we see them work it out wide, we see them do their overlaps, their run-ons, their plays, trying to get in the cross. They're a really great team. They work very well together. They just need to get a few more of those opportunities. But they should not be disappointed in how they've played today. They played very well, moving the ball around. Lufo flicking it on to Clark. Here comes Clark. Ring taking it off her. The goal scorer laying it through to Ali. Back to Ring to Rodriguez. Ring. Intercepted by Barrett. Oh. Got to keep those ones when you get the opportunity on a mishap from altitude. You don't want to give it away. Got passed back to Rodriguez, but... Oh, and another giveaway. Barrett, though, doing well to get position, laying it back out to her player. Well done by Barrett there to clean that one up. Nice ball down. Here comes Lufo. Oh, and a hard tackle by Lufo. And Billy Shostak. Shostak has had a fantastic game. Brick wall back there for her defense. Barrett blocked. Moreno. Moreno came in for Titter. Doesn't move, plays it through. Here comes Lufo. She's onside. Shot, blocked. Cleared away by altitude. Good opportunity from Lufo. And we have a foot race, McKay and McLeod. McLeod getting a good step on her, lays it off to Moreno. Back to McKay. To Moreno. Over the top, right to Rodriguez. Rodriguez says sending it through to Ali Hughes-Goyette. She's done a lot of running up there today on that pitch. Crosses it over to her team. Cleared away by Matheson. Rodriguez picking it up, looking for a shot. Shanks it off her foot. Maybe she meant to do it. It went right to her teammate. But Barrett picks it up nice and quick. Clark, strong in like always. And here comes Jessie Large down the wing. She's got space. I like to see what she can do here. She's very fast, smart on the ball. Oh, ran out of space. Tough one. Here comes Altitude. Tried to send it through. Cleared out away by Santaga. Clark. Over the top for Lufo. Too far out of the way, Lufo, to run onto. And that is it. That is full time here at Kinsmen Field in North Vancouver. 3-0 is your final score here after full time. Altitude taking away the win, the big 3 points. That'll be big for them. They came into this game at 1-0-2, now getting another win under their belt. Excellent match by both teams. Altitude looked to be a little bit stronger, held possession a bit more. Were able to move the ball up. They looked very fierce on the attacking, especially with McFarland down the wing. Hughes-Goyette, both up front. Adding Ali Hughes-Goyette in the second half up the top. She was a great, tall defender, strong. Held the ball up, got some shots away, scored a goal. But Rivers, they did their best. They played very strong as well. Grether played well in the midfield. We saw her going off with an injury in the second half. A big loss there for Rivers, but they played well. I was very impressed with Emily Clark. I thought she had another fantastic game coming off of last Saturday's game up in Kamloops against Not-Samat. McLeod had her hands busy as well, but it was a good match overall for the players. The League One BC featured match today on TELUS Optic TV was presented by Hall Group of Companies. Together support League One BC's 3 pillars of community, opportunity, and standards. Next match is Rivers, May 28th. They will travel over to the Langley area to play Unity FC. Altitude will host Harborside FC on May 28th. So both will play on May 28th. Big games. Our next featured match here is on Saturday, May 27th. Whitecaps FC and TSS Rovers from Vancouver. Thank you to everyone who has watched this match today. Beautiful day here in North Vancouver at Kinsmen Field. Okay, and we're going to throw it down to Liam Higgs, who is standing by with one of the players.
I'm here with Eva Rodriguez, your captain for Altitude FC. So Eva, you know, you said obviously you weren't there last time, but this time around, a little bit of a more one-sided game, if you will. What do you think you guys did so well today to come out with the 3-0 win?
Well, I think Rivers is a very aggressive a team, and so we didn't fall into that level of play. That we knew that they were going to come out strong and compete, and we stuck to our game plan. We stuck to playing what we see, playing simple, playing feet, and ultimately that's what led us to have opportunities to take a shot on net, and then the win.
And obviously your goalie Lowen is in net. She obviously made Team of the Week this week, so I was wondering, how important is she to the club?
Oh, she is substantial. Like, she is an amazing goalkeeper. She talks to us from the back. She gives you direction. She tells you when to turn. Honestly, she's kind of our pivot man in the back. She does everything. It's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I'll let you get back to your teammates. But good game out there tonight.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Liam. And that was the captain of Altitude FC, Eva Rodriguez. She had a fantastic match today, dominated the center field, owned it, and ultimately helped her team win to a 3-0 victory. Thank you so much for everyone for listening, tuning in. I'm Katie Hamilton, your commentator. Our next featured match is on Saturday, May 27th, Whitecaps FC and TSS Rovers from Vancouver. Have a great night, and thank you for watching.